Feliz Navidad! Merry Christmas! We're back, Gaming the Planet. Is your host with the most, D Daily. We're back here. I'm with the GCOC, better known as the Gaming Council of Old Consoles. Too much? GCOC. Anyway, I got my man to the right, the Prime
Minister.
What's good?
We got the Fallen.
You.
And obviously we know the asshole of the year, Rock God.
Oh! Give me the planet! GCOD!
So basically, nice craftsmanship, nice work on that stuff. So basically, this episode we're going to talk about
herpes.
With all the games coming up in 2015, what is our personal favorite for 2015? The game we're most anticipating to play, and obviously the second topic, the main topic. Why does it feel that the next gen, current gen, whatever you want to call it, feels so broken with the release of games for as far as day one patches? So we're going to get right into it. Gaming the Planet!
Gaming the Planet!
Whoa, Michelangelo! Welcome back to Gaming the Planet!
Gaming the Planet!
Gaming the Planet.
Put it in your mouth. You on his hand? Alright, so basically, I'm going to take a minute to discuss my antics in the anticipated game of 2015. There's so many games. Obviously, I can take my bias thing and say Batman, Arkham Knight, whatever the fuck it's called. That's what it's called. Or I can say, but honestly, what has me hooked that I've probably been waiting because we haven't had a real official next gen type of game, because I don't even count it. Since 2007, it has to be Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain for me. Like, that's my most anticipated. I mean, it looks crazy. It looks great. Big Boss is probably one of the most iconic characters.
What about Ground Zeroes?
I don't count that, John. That's a part. They just Ground Zeroes.
What, that 5-minute game?
Yeah, exactly. That 45-second game.
They sold us. They sold your demo.
Zeroes was basically a cutoff for Phantom Pain because it was supposed to be in Phantom Pain. They just wanted to give you something to get your beak.
Yeah, so I had to pay $40 for a demo.
Listen, no, it went down to 20.
But initially, we had to pay $40 for a demo.
No, it got 20. Yeah, I know. I'm not. What the fuck? Is this my most anticipated moment, motherfuckers? Who gives a shit? I don't even know where I was. So, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. Regardless if we like what they did with Ground Zeroes, I'm not disagreeing with anybody on this council. It should have been a free demo. But hey, everybody gotta make money, right? So that's just my take on it. What do you think about it, Dan?
My most anticipated games will be Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Batman, Uncharted 4, and Tomb Raider. I want to play them all. I wish they was out right now, but you know, they gotta work out their bugs. And what's up with this Uncharted about not running at 60 frames per second? Like in short bits and skits, or period?
They won't jeopardize the whole game, period, just to run 60 frames.
So
if it's fucking up the gameplay experience, they won't do it.
So with the new Batman game, I'm also looking for, you know, a mixture of all three of the games, even though they wasn't made by all the same company. But make it a little bit better. I see they got the new Batmobile, well, the Batmobile in there. It look all like a tank. Stop giving us short-changed Batman. It was like, oh, how can he have all these weapons in year one and don't have them 5 years down the road? They just went backwards on each one of their games. How the fuck do you do that? And it got better. Origins was all alright with the shot gloves. And stack the kills. Stack them more than 2. Stack 5, stack 10. If you're that good in the game, let you be able to stack 10 and you can take out a whole room with special kills. That's live. You know, 2016, I'm hopefully they got more games to offer. And just like slowly but surely stop making them for both systems. Get rid of the PS3, get rid of the Xbox. Let them drop to oblivion, let them fade out of existence.
My most anticipated game probably has to be The Order 1886, a new IP. Those other titles definitely sound nice, but we've pretty much seen them before. If you got a chance to fine-tune stuff we've already seen. This is a new game that truly going to showcase some next-gen capabilities. Fuck these remasters, and like I said, these rework games. I'm with the Order 1886. You know what I'm saying? The game looks awesome. Sony usually does a good job with their exclusive titles on their respective systems, all the way back to the first PlayStation. I mean, their exclusive titles are pretty much the shit. I am hyped to see the other titles that were just given by my illustrious brother Fallen, but I'm more hyped for the Order 1886. And that's a wrap.
Yeah, my most anticipated game for the years. Hopefully, we get to see like a new Metroid. I mean, because definitely long overdue for a thorough Metroid. The other M was nice, but Team Ninja didn't do that great of a job. You got the Mad Max, which it was supposed to be what, a day one game, and that's just been pushed back. At least I still got it reserved, and I'm really excited about that thing. I hope it don't let me down. I mean, there's so many games that's out that just letdowns. You know, Destiny letdown. I mean, that's a huge letdown. I mean, and it's like
Titanfall.
I mean, alright, it's an online only game, so it's like, hey, if you don't got live, you're fucked. So you basically pretty much double paying, and then, you know what I mean, all this fucking, can we see just less fucking DLC? Can we just release a game for once, and stop trying to squeeze every penny out of us? You know what I mean? Game in the Planet. Game in the Planet!
Game of the Planet! Game of the Planet!
Meat in your mouth! HPV. I don't know about all that. Alright, so, well, that was a little glimpse of what we were looking forward to for 2015. Obviously, we're very versed at trying to play games, more so these guys than I am. I'm basically biased. If it ain't PlayStation 4, go fuck yourselves. You know what I'm saying? But, that being said, we're on...
You want to shine them off.
It's 2015, 2 years into both systems, current gen. Why does it seem... Here's where I'm angry, and maybe people, my counsel, I'll try to. When back in the day, when the game was gold, it was gold. That means it's done, it's ready to package and release and make that release date. Now it seems like they say the game is gold, but why is it broken in release? These day one patches are ridiculous. Case in point, Assassin's Creed Unity had 4,000 patches already that they're giving away free DLC to make up for it. That's sad. What is the rush for? I would rather y'all have a release date. It's not going the way y'all like it. Push it back. There's nothing wrong with that. We want good quality. We don't want this day one patch, day 29, 28 weeks later, still a patch. What is the problem, gaming community? Anyway, guys, what do y'all think about it? Prime.
I would say it's about money, but it can't be about money if these patches are free. I agree with you. It's stupid. It's a blatant smack in the face to all the gamers out here. It's like, yeah, we're gonna just throw this joint out there and know we can just patch it up with, you know what I mean, to fix the game when it should be fixed at launch. Like, maybe it has something to do with the new technology. I'm not sure about that because they're working with a lot more technology than they were back then, was those cartridges and stuff like that. But that could be a thing with it, but it is fucked up, and I would like to see all DLC just gone. Just release the game. If you're gonna release DLC, just have it free. Don't the season passes, online passes, that shit. Nah.
What do you think about this scenario? Have all that shit, DLC and all that shit, just pay a more price for the game.
That's fine.
That's fine. If you're gonna give me a finished product game, I'm cool with that.
So instead of 60, 100.
I don't know about 100 because a lot of this DLC they're giving us is not worth the extra $40 that you would pay for it. You know what I mean? Just make it free. You know what I mean? That's what you should do. You know what I mean? In case in point, as far as the way the DLC can really get out of hand, Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4 came out in 2008. Here we are in 2015, and you're releasing it on Mega Mode. That should have been, this is ridiculous. Really? It better be free. You know what I'm saying? It better be free because this game is 6 years old. That's ridiculous. I'm not feeling that. You know what I mean?
But why do you think studios are such, or studio companies as far as like Ubisoft in general, because their games are shit. And anybody played Far Cry 4 and Assassin's Creed, they'll tell you they had so many patches that they're still doing patches. Why is it that they can't get it right? They can't get it right with these patches. Why do they think... Here's what they think. They're thinking that the gamers want this game so bad that they have to rush it, when in fact, you don't gotta rush it. Give us good quality.
Well, Far Cry 4 is basically Far Cry 3 with a little bit extra, what you can ride elephants. You can ride animals in Far Cry 3, but it's basically the same fucking game.
But my point is, where's the rush coming from? Because it ain't coming from us. Because once we get shitty, crappy quality, what are we saying? Yo, this is shit. This is bullshit. So obviously, we don't want crappy quality, true gamers. So why are they rushing?
It was a bad year for Ubisoft, especially because Unity and Rogue released in the same year. That made no sense to me. You got 2 Assassin's Creed games in the same year, and from my understanding, Rogue is a better fucking game.
And that's sad.
It is sad.
That's a last gen console.
That's proof positive that we're still in the last gen.
So
you're paying for next gen graphics and extra hard drive space for an older game.
Dan, so what do you think about why the gaming industry seems so fucked and butthurt with these day one patches and continue? Why is it broken, it seems like?
I don't think they match the speeds up with the games or with the game system because they have a lot of glitches, a lot of faults, and like on Dead Island. You know, they got the Dead Island 3's coming out. I want to know if it's going to be as bad as how Dead Island...
Dead Island 2's coming out.
Oh, Dead Island 2's coming out.
The Escape from Dead Island is not really a part 2.
That was an extra DLC, basically. You spent $40 for it. But it's the glitching, the load times, the speed times. How long does it take for a background to come in?
The texture pops in.
Yeah, the texture pops in. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's getting better, but why do I have to wait 10 seconds before something pops up? I start walking, I'm like, damn, what's going on here? I don't think they're rushing it. I just think it's, when they're finished the product, it's probably great. And all of a sudden now, when a massive amount of people are playing the game and they like to play this stuff online, they have problems because it's too much speed going, probably too much data being used at one time. I'm assuming.
Sorry to cut you off, but correct me if I'm wrong, and everybody knows this. This is what you pay testers for, right? This is what you pay testers for. Yeah, so these testers not playing online?
They can't get 100,000 people at one time. Can they? They're going to pay 100,000 people?
I would assume so.
They're not trying to waste money like that.
From beta to alpha, but you're wasting more money fixing the problem.
It's easier for them to patch it. It's really easier for them to patch it. They'll come up with something real quick.
It definitely is easier for them to patch it.
One little geek can come up with a patch real quick, takes 5 minutes, boop, the patch is done.
Well, that's just
And they're happy with it. And then nobody's mad. And then next thing you know, a month later...
Everybody is mad.
Well...
That's just sad.
The thing is, they're still selling their games. Show them why you're mad by not purchasing the game.
And exactly why D-Daly can tell you I have none of these games. One game that I bought so far for next gen, and that's Alien Isolation.
Next gen hasn't started yet. It hasn't.
Yeah, next gen.
It has not started yet.
Next gen
until you stop supporting last gen. That's when next gen will truly begin.
Going through all the patching issues and
2 years in.
2 years in because they're forcing the game out. I mean, there's no reason to put love into the game where you're like, you know what? Let's get out here. Let's make the due date and let's just patch.
Because you got people who want bragging rights. I'm the first one to block with this PS4.
That's exactly what happens.
I got my Xbox One. Bragging rights, really?
We're so forced with this whole weird-ass gaming community where everyone has to have bragging rights. Like, dude, I spend more time on my 360 than anything playing Earth Defense Force 2025. I mean, that's an amazing game. I got the systems, next-gen systems, and I'm not next-genning because there's nothing to next-gen with. But I got the Halo. It really wasn't nostalgic.
But where is the pressure to make that release date coming from? Because it's not coming from the gamers. Otherwise, we wouldn't be mad.
It's the corporate monster that's out there.
I think so, too.
You get this game out, it's out there, it's selling. Because if it's out, if you wait to make the game right 4 months, that's 4 months of unsold games.
Yeah, these games are selling off name and reputation alone. From both studio and game developers themselves. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous that a Far Cry 4 could come out and basically only give you slight tweaks from Far Cry 3. If anybody's ever played Far Cry 3 and then played 4, there's really not that much of a difference. You know what I'm saying? It really is not. And the thing is, but this next gen...
Same could be said about Batman.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's basically the same fucking game.
It's the same game.
Just a little bit of a story difference. Yeah. You know what I mean? But what you're going to get that from a news, but as far as the gameplay element, it's still the basic one-button combat, hit the square, do the fucking combo. It's the same shit.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay, if it's not broke, then save it. Then save it and just give us something amazing. truly amazing.
Well,
multiple branching paths.
Well, I do commend Rocksteady because that game was supposed to be released in October.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And they pushed it back.
And it better be released to its fullest potential. No
no patch?
No fucking bugs, no fucking patches. You know what I'm saying? Just released the way it's supposed to be released.
Listen, I like throwback games just as much as the next one. This jacket is 20 years old. This is a complete throwback. But you don't hear me complaining about it.
Alright, final thought. Why do you think?
Why do I think? Because I can. But I can neither confirm nor deny any of my actions.
Alright, Mike.
Why do I think that they're fucking this up? It's because they can. They know people are going to just
because you know we're going to eat it up and buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah, truly, we're just going to buy it. We're going to suck it up. We're just going to keep complaining and making shows about complaining, and it's nothing going to change. Next gen won't start to 2016. All these games that's next gen that's coming out this year is their trial run to start the next gen in 2016.
And that's a wrap.
What the hell, Megatron? How does my balls taste, Megatron?